Hi guys, I'm Dan from the Chima channel and I'm here to bring you guys a brand new video. But first I must ask you guys to like and subscribe and to support Chima and the Chima channel itself. So yeah, I want to say that I have a new microphone. It's slightly worse because my old one broke, so I will get a better one, but I have to do it with this. So yeah, I also want to say before we start that these are my quick thoughts and opinions, and none of these theories are canon, so yeah, don't hate me for that. So let's get started. One thing I always like to fascinate about was the succession of the tribes in the land of Chima. So let's talk about that. I will tell you guys all my theories for the succession and the rights to rule of all tribes in Chima. So let's start. We'll begin with the lions. These are quite simple. The lions seem to be having a classic monarchy because the son of the Lion King Laval, will succeed him in leading the lion tribe. They used the word king, and long to said that it was usual for the king to sit on the throne, but that doesn't really say anything. But I mean, it does have something to do with it, but yeah, it doesn't really mean anything. Also, the lions are kind of obsessed with rules and stability, so it wouldn't really make sense for them to overthrow their king. So yeah, that is also the right to rule for the lions. Now let's tackle the biggest elephant in the room. These are the crocodiles. These guys seem quite easy, and actually maybe one of the most easiest of all, because in episode 17, Laval and Extol, we learned that her firstborn will become the ruler of the crocodile tribe, and also that the ruler was born first, which would have meant that she would have become the leader of the tribe. But that due to an incident, the parents didn't really notice that she was born first, and so she didn't succeed Cracker, or didn't succeed her father. But I don't think it's that simple. I think that in practice, the crocodiles use a different succession rule, or more like rules. I think that they follow two different rules actually. So let's talk about the first rule, which is that being a male makes you more eligible to succession than being a woman who is directly related to the ruler. So yeah, I think this is true because of two reasons. So giddy up. One is King Crocodiles isn't actually from the main royal family. Yes, there are some more royal families in the tribe of the crocodiles, as said by Lavertus, but still, Crocodiles rules the tribe, so that doesn't really make sense, except if Queen Crocodiles let King Crocodiles rule, or something like that. In practice, the male rules the tribe. The second reason I think that being a male makes you more eligible to the throne is that, I quote, Lavertus said, "He got a girl and the tribe." He said that about Queen Crocodiles marrying Queen Crocodile, who was the daughter of the ruler of the crocodiles. This indicates that simply getting married to Crocodile gave him control of the tribe, which indisputably means that the male leads the tribe, which would suggest that Crocodile's parents did not notice her being born first, but that they just didn't care, or maybe they just really didn't notice. Now, let's get on to the second rule. But first, a disclaimer: this rule is very theoretical, and the rule is the right of the strongest. I think this is a rule because of one croc, and that croc is named Cruz from Chima Online. This croc is planning on a military coup to take over the throne from King Crocodiles, and he probably isn't part of any royal family because he doesn't have any gold or jewelry as decoration like King Crocodiles or most rulers in Chima. This means that he can only really get legitimacy by the right of the strongest. This is why I believe this is the case. Plus, this really does fit in the crocodile's profile. Now let's go on to the gorilla tribe. These really are quite easy. The most probable succession rules that they follow are that the leading gorilla must have reached mellowness, which is something the gorillas strive towards, and must be wise enough. Although there is one but. Which is, we know that the Grumlow leads the gorillas, but we also know that Golzen will be the next leader, because he is part of the group said by Legravis to be the next leaders of Chima. So that raises the question: do they have a royal family? Leave your thoughts and comments down in the description, because I really don't have any clue whatsoever. Next tribe is the Rhinos. The succession rules followed by this tribe can easily be imagined by one. The one who will lead the tribe is the best at breaking rocks and is the best fighter. But if you have a better idea, leave in the description. Also, a problem is that we have the same problem as with the Gorillas. We know that Rogan will be the successor of, I think, Runket, or something like that. So, do they also have a royal family? So, yeah, let's get on to the next tribe. Let's go on to the Beavers. These guys really aren't that interesting. These guys probably just appoint the best and most neutral beaver as their leader, so that they all generally have more work to do, which is something our beavers desperately want. Now we get on to the Eagles, a tribe that I think that I have a pretty strong case of knowing the succession rules. So yeah, these are hard, since just like many other tribes, we don't really get much about their succession. It's just something LEGO doesn't really put a lot of effort in. But I can imagine the Eagles appointing Ewald as a leader, because he's the wisest eagle of them all. But it doesn't really line up properly, because Eris was assigned the role of future leader of the Eagle tribe, which, even though I believe she isn't the smartest in the tribe, because that title would go, in my opinion, to Eagle, who is a famous inventor and mathematician in the Eagle tribe, and actually discovered advanced ballistics, according to his LEGO bio. So yeah, what succession rules do the Eagles follow? I think I know, but how would you think? Well, we know that Elor said that the Eagles lived in a utopian collective, where everyone is equal. So, if everyone is equal, why would they be their leader? Well, the only way to have a leader position in a utopian world, in such a utopian world, is if the leader role will be switched around, and that each eagle that would be eligible will become leader eventually. Now let's go on to the very simple one, like the really simple one, like the one that we actually know the succession rules of. The Ravens. LEGO published their succession rules, and this rule states that the Raven, who can get the best deals for the other Ravens, gets to be their representative. Or, of course, if he bribes everyone. And then we have the classic Wolf tribe, who are a group with another easy-to-guess succession theory. The Wolves are the most wild and least evolved tribes of all OG tribes, aka the tribes that we had in Season 1. So one can imagine that they stay true to their nature, so they just choose their leader like they do in the wild. Now a really short one. So those are the Outland tribes. These guys aren't interesting, like, at all, except for the spiders, who we know listen to the most beautiful of beautiful spiders, which, as we know, is Queen Spinelim. LEGO also said that it's quite weird to listen to her because she's so damn ugly, but the spiders consider her to be extremely beautiful. Now let's get on to the newest and the last group, which are the Ice Hunters. Let's start with the Vultures. For these guys, I have no flippant idea what the succession rules are, but I find it funny to believe that the Vulture with the most patience and is the best player at beating crossword puzzles will become the new leader. But besides that, I have no idea at all. If you have an idea, just leave down in the comment section or something. So yeah. Same with the mammoths. We don't get to know much about these, so I have no idea at all how these animals would treat their succession. So I will let you guys decide for yourselves in the comment section. Let's go to the final tribe, which is the Sabertooth tribe. And with this tribe, there's actually something almost no people know. And that is that Safenga isn't the leader of the Sabertooth tribe. In episode 34, the snowball effect on the time is on 1 minute and 18 seconds. You can just go to there and go to that time, and then you'll hear Safenga say, Mala and Stealthor, my the leaders of my Sabertooth and Mammoth tribe. That means that Safenga isn't the leader of the saber-tooth tribe. That means that Stealthor is. Almost no people know this, but Stealthor is actually the leader of the saber-tooth tribe. So those were my takes and theories on the succession of every tribe in Chima. So yeah, and we just want to ask you guys to like and subscribe to support Chima and the Chima channel. And yeah, sorry for my audio quality. Maybe the sound is a little bit too harsh. So sorry if I just completely shattered your ears. So yeah, sorry about that. Maybe you want to join LEGO Chima Discord in Discord or the Reddit. The links are in the description. I don't know if I can find a link for the Reddit, but links are in the description. So have an absolutely amazing day, and bye.